Hey, this is Grant from Team Rainbow Hat, Project Lead, and this is a video for the Week 6 Alpha playthrough. And here we have the title screen. And in the title screen, you'll notice that our game is called the Deep Web. All these buttons and whatnot are functioning, and over in the logs menu it brings us to the credits screen, just a fancy word for that. So Team Rainbow Hat consists of Benjamin Cross, Keith Earnshaw, Grant May, and Chris Schultes. And here you can see which of the members are responsible for what. System settings here is empty for now, but this is intended to be for any audio or video settings that that are planned to be adjustable later on, like sound volume and whatnot, sound effects volume, etc. So login is just a fancy word to play the game, and doing so brings us to the first level if we click on that. And here in our basic game you can see that we still have placeholder art and such inside, but core mechanics are there for the most part. So this swinging pendulum is supposed to be one of the cameras that consistently seek the player, and you can see that we have a hitbox for the camera, and entering this trigger will cause it to stop and shoot at the player. And likewise, we have something for the enemy character as well. So if we were to enter in this zone right here for the enemy character, it would actually stop and start shooting at us. Not only that, the patrol zone and search radius becomes much larger until we disappear from its line of sight for an amount of time. In the debug menu you can see that we've got a 10-second countdown timer before it goes back from alert to its standard patrol routes. The thing about the camera is that entering its trigger range will also send the area on alert status as well, so they would continue to search for us. So in that placeholder level, we weren't able to implement any of our assets, but in the level 1 area you can see that we've got the majority of the level placed out already. You can see the the layout of the level and whatnot, and where we're going with the design of it. The Ethan character is just a placeholder for now until we can get our actual character on the inside, but a walkthrough of the level would be where you would start out in this room here, and that's where you can test out all the controls and whatever. And dropping down here, you would be able to encounter the first enemy or security camera, and that would introduce you to some type of combat mechanics and whatnot. And over here we have a giant vertical tunnel which we plan to use to teach the player about the jumping and climbing mechanics, where we'd have platforms where you can jump and continuously climb until you reach the next spot. And in this room you'll have to learn that you could drop down from panels also, and you can sometimes shoot at and destroy some particular floor panels to progress. Continuing on, we would have quite possibly the first major obstacle where you're cornered and you would have to fight or try and hide from a patrol and security camera here before continuing on to the next room, where we would just continue on as per usual and drop down into the final room where you would collect the intel or hack the terminal and whatnot. And that would be the basic playthrough of our level for now.